Some people want to know, has Luna already gone for the moon and left them behind, or are there still levels to be attained? Well, looking at the monthly, we know that we made this big all-time high back in December when we got to 102. And compared to all other altcoins, Luna's just been so ignorant in terms of wanting to have a proper pullback, especially on a higher time frame. So, we've only had this 1 month here where it just took a dip and then just immediately forgot about it and just kept gunning for new highs. Looking here, we've got a nice little demand zone, but it's so far away from price. I just don't expect price to come back here in the near future. But again, keep it on your charts. That way, when you're in despair and looking at how much has been lost, or hopefully you took your profits. But if not, you know that, hey, look, maybe there's another big potential low to boat area coming sooner or later. So it's just there for you to remember. In terms of where we are now, though, we have failed to break this new high in terms of closing above it. So this structure, we failed to close on this occasion in March, and then in April, until this candle completes, we can't really make that assumption yet. So it's important to know that closing above it, great sign for continuation. Still, maybe some pullbacks down to these levels. EMA is always a good kind of reference point as a rough starting area. But if we fail to close above this level and get another failed swing high, then yeah, there's going to be some entries for sellers to get involved, and probably signs where people are taking profit. Clear signs where people are going to be taking some profit at these areas, and most likely I would be too. So moving down to the weekly to see what we can see on those areas. I just quickly map out what we've done in terms of the trend. We've gone flat here, and then we had a nice little rise up. So you can kind of condense that into somewhat of a low. And then we've got a clear higher swing low right here. Well, I say clear, but it's pretty much equal lows. But we've dipped, and then we've had a nice pullback, also breaking this high. So we've got some points to look at. Mostly consolidation, I would consider this area, but it's just leading to an upward expansive movement where we break out there. I'll just take those off. My mic levels are a bit off today. I don't know what happened, so just you may have to just bear with that. But going back to the chart, what you can see here, we've got this nice close on the weekly. So this is our new weekly structure, very bullish and also in line with the EMAs, right? So if price does pull back, I do expect it to come into this $60 area here, right in line with the EMA and also the structure. In terms of the daily, going on to that, again, just straight continuation up. I'll just zoom out a bit. Straight continuation up. We've got these equal lows right here. Then we made a new swing low, and we just another high swing low, and another one right there. So we've got a nice clean trend on both the daily and somewhat the weekly, just breaking new highs. And we've pulled back now on the daily, just a couple of bars. There could still be a further pullback. This little zone I've just marked out right here isn't the best one. I wouldn't really consider that, a great buying area, just because we're so close to the higher time frame, and there's a lot that needs to be taken in consideration. On the daily, I would be concerned with taking this demand zone as a buy area, mainly because if you can see on here, as I'll zoom in, we have that same failed swing high effect on the daily, where price just it created this level, we didn't break it again, and then we just capped it down a little bit. Now that doesn't mean price still can't use this as some juice and just break forward, but I want to see what this zone on the lower time frame is saying to see if it's been tagged or not. So just zooming in on that, I'll look at the hourly, and you can see right here that we've created this supply zone, just using this line to mark off the end of the day. So all of this right here is the daily, is a day before where that wick kind of took place, or we failed to close above this area. And then once we broke this hourly level here, this creates that hour supply zone, and it's not yet been tagged. Zoom in to confirm that. No, it got confirmed in terms of it becoming a zone on this candle, so it broke out, but price hasn't come back to it yet. Though if you are a seller looking at how prices moved, already from that level, I wouldn't really be, happy with taking any more further shorts because, price has already gone to the target really. It could essentially go lower, and if it does even go lower than this, then you know that yeah, this target's probably done. This was one of those supply zones where you just weren't going to get in unless you just knew it was coming before it came, which yeah, it's not. I don't think that's really possible. But as price could come back into here from this level and then drop back down. So if you are looking on the daily to take any type of buys from this area, then know that your targets are got to be kind of modest, up to the top of these levels right there. I'm just going to quickly look at the 4 hourly. As you can see, yeah, the 4 hourly is obviously down. There's a fractal high on this one, and then right down here, we've broken down this level and this level. So yeah, it's conclusive that we could be beginning a 4 hour downtrend, but at the same time we are in some daily money, so we might again, as I said, rally back up into this zone before continuing or starting any type of downward movement. But it's just things to be aware of. We are in these bounds. This is quite a short kind of daily section that we got to kind of look at. And that is all I have on Terra for the moment. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.